Hello, children. Welcome you all to ninth Standard English class. Today, I will continue the supplementary reading, Lesson 2 Earthquake, written by M.S. Mahadevan. In the previous class, we had seen that Bridge had taken a stranger to his tea shop and offered tea. He was eager to tell about his village, Molti, and a tragic incident which had taken place about his family and trying to find his missing sister. When he was trying to find his missing sister under the debris, an army officer comes over there who was completely tired, but even then he was kind enough to speak to Bridge. Now, open your textbook page number 200 and I will be reading from point number 23 to 25. My men have been on their feet for days, he said softly, as if talking to himself. They have done all they could here. Tomorrow at daybreak, we go to another village, just like this, then another. He looked away at the sun setting behind the peaks. Down in the valley, the pyres burned, row upon row. The officer muttered something, shook his head, and turned away. A terrible despair engulfed me. I lay there among the ruins of my house and cried. 10 minutes later, the officer was back. With him were three soldiers armed with the spades and crowbars. Without a word, the men began removing the debris. They labored doggedly. When it was completely dark, someone brought a few lit Petromax lamps. 2 hours later, a soldier called out, Sahib! He stood in the middle of a small hollow. The wall had caved in at that spot. I recognized a part of a door. Beneath it, a small foot. Feverishly, the soldiers began to clear the hollow. Then they lifted the door. Difficult words which we come across here are pyres, a heap of combustible material, especially one for burning a corpse as part of a funeral ceremony. Second, despair, be without hope. Third, engulfed, swallowed. The army officer, who was completely tired, says to Brick that his men had been working tirelessly for days to gather and clear the debris as much as possible. And now it was time for them to move to another village. Saying this, the officer muttered and left the place. Now there was no hope left for Bridge. But surprisingly, after 10 minutes, officer was back with the three soldiers with the spades and crowbars. Without a word, they began removing the debris. They worked very hard. When it was completely dark, some brought a few Petromax lamps. After rigorous search of 2 hours, a soldier called out, Sahib! Bridge immediately saw the spot where the soldier was standing and recognized a part of a door, and beneath it was a small foot. Soldiers carefully cleared the hollow and lifted the door. Continue from point 26. She is alive, someone said. It was a miracle. She had been buried under the debris for 116 hours. She had survived the earthquake, the cold nights, and the wild animals. A rat shield went up as the soldier wrapped her in a warm blanket and carried her to the tent where a makeshift hospital had been set up. Bully lived. The next day, I went to thank the army officer, but he was gone. I did not even know his name. My sister and I went to live with my uncle. Soon after, I got a job at a dhaba near Panipat. Bully stayed back. She started going to school. It waited on me that I never thanked that army officer. I hoped that one day I would run into him again. Every time I saw an army man, I would hope it was him. For months, I would search for his face in every crowd. And one day, I did find him. It was late on a winter night. A truck stopped at the dhaba. A man got out. He looked familiar. When he stepped into the light, I saw that it was not him, just someone who bore a strong resemblance. The man was tired. He asked for a cup of tea. As I served him, Sahib, I felt a strange lightness, this sense of joy. When the man offered to pay, I did not take the money. The next day, it happened again. Every day, I would see someone, a complete stranger, a tired traveler, who reminded me of that officer. It was as if he was everywhere, and every time I served him tea, I felt a surge of sheer joy. A month later, I quit my job at the dhaba and returned to those mountains. The dhaba owner was quite relieved. He had no use for a waiter who kept forgetting to present a bill to the customer. Now I am on my own and I am at peace. Here is your bus, Sahib. No, no money. You were tired. All I offered you was a cup of tea. Maybe it was the best tea in all Garhwal. Maybe not. But I'm happy I could do you this small service. Wish you a safe journey, Sahib. May God be with you. Surge increased suddenly. But in this context, surge here refers to the extreme happiness what Bridge used to feel when he had served the tea for the tired soldiers. When the soldiers lifted the door slowly, Buli was alive. It was a miracle that she had survived under the debris for 116 hours. Can you guess, children, how many days? Yes, exactly. 4 days and 20 hours she had survived underneath the door without food and water. Bully was wrapped in a warm blanket and taken to makeshift camp for treatment. Next day, when Bridge went to thank the army officer, they had already left and he was not knowing his name. Later, Bridge and Bully shifted to his uncle's house at Pauri. After a few days, he got a job at a dhaba near Panipat. Bully started going to school. Bridge was having a guilty feeling that he had never thanked the army officials. If any tired soldier arrived to dhaba, Bridge used to feel that it was the same officer who had helped him in searching his sister. Whenever he saw a tired army official, he would remember the kindness in their eyes, even if they were tired, and would offer a tea free of cost. A month later, he quit his job and returned to Garhwal and set his own dhaba. He also says that his owner would be relieved because Bridge would never collect the amount of tea when he had offered to army officials. When they were having a conversation, the bus arrives and Bridge does not receive any money from the officer and says that he was happy doing a small service by serving the army officials who dedicate their lives in serving the nation as well as helping the common people during the disasters. Assignment of the day. First one, how long was Bully under the debris? Second, name the equipments used by the soldiers to clear the debris. Thank you, children.